Good morning. Hello, 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 hello. I'm so sorry I have gazillion windows open. I'm working on that. Good morning, Celia, and good morning, Lisa. Thank you for joining me.
Well, good afternoon at my time.
Oh, that's right. I always forget. I gotta think about San Francisco. So sorry, Mom. Don't like this share screen.
That's okay. I'll be muted most of the time in case somebody come in the store at work.
Let's see. Move that over. I could not minimize when I'm recording. Since when? So when I share my screen, there we go. Ta-da! Ta-da! And I hope are you all seeing a blog that says The Blog Abroad?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome sauce. Okay, we're going to give it a couple more minutes for people to join us, and I'm going to log into my Facebook. And I'm sorry, I'm running in from taking my daughter to school, so I apologize for the time crunch and not being fully prepared. Let's see.
Pam, may I ask a question?
Of course you can.
Because I bounce in and out because I'm at work, and I know you did some recording, are they available so I can catch up?
I now have a YouTube channel, and I actually have been posting them in the Sunrise Inspirational Call page.
Okay.
So I did do the last one. I didn't meet last week.
I know. I signed on, and then when I looked in on Facebook, I saw it was canceled.
Yeah,
I figured
and
something
I apologize
came up,
for that. My daughter's back in school full time. She had surgery, and she actually had to go back to the ER last Tuesday. She had another nosebleed, so they had to do a procedure to get it to stop. So I had just dropped her off at school and had to go run back and pick her up.
I knew it was something because it's just not like you not to be there. So
yeah, and then I was like, "Oh, JG, can you post?" Because I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," but I had to go.
Are some of the other ones that just kind of like that you didn't put on the YouTube channel, are those available too from a while back?
No, and sorry, bear with me. I don't normally have to log into my Facebook, and I forgot the password because in my phone it's already logged in. Bear with me. Hopefully I don't lock myself out of it. It is not feeling me today. And I don't want to do that because then it's going to lock me out of all my devices.
Oh, that happens to me all the time.
It's not doing the new one. I don't remember changing it to this password. I mean, I guess I did. Yeah, so I'll probably wind up going over some other ones that I haven't done yet.
Okay.
And more. So what we're going to look at today is social media. Different things in social media, different ideas that you can use in social media for your own purposes of developing and growing your own business and brand. And we'll go through those in a second. Why is this taking so long to open? There we go. I'm almost like, do I need to put a reposting that we're here? Okay. And I'm going to move my controls over to the upper corner. Okay, can everybody see this, the blog abroad? Is that the screen that's showing the blog abroad?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. So today we are talking about social media and our presence in social media as a part of developing our brand and building up our marketing. And so I know a lot of you have websites that were issued by the company, and or you've created your own website like I have, and I will post mine in a little bit and we'll go through that website as well. But there's a couple of things I want to talk about with social media. Now, most of you have a Facebook page. Some of you have Instagrams. How many of you have Twitter?
I do, but I can't.
I do, but I don't use it like I should.
Okay. Yeah, I don't use Twitter. I have a personal Twitter account that I stopped using years ago, and I keep saying I'm going to pick it back up. And tweeting is just a little too much for me. I actually used to tweet with my professional blog that I don't run anymore. It was under a pseudonym name for a previous writing history. Since I don't write under that name anymore, I don't use that blog, but I used to tweet all the time. And so I'm thinking I might change the name of that account because it's got a fan base, and maybe start working it from the aspect of talking about travel. But let's talk about tweets. If you're not using Twitter, and I don't even know if you can log into Twitter on a computer, but if you're not using Twitter, it's something to consider using. Each and every one of the vendors that we sell has a Twitter page. Carnival has Twitter. Vax Vacations has Twitter. Blue Sky Tours has Twitter. The Hyatt, the Hilton, the Marriott corporations, Jamaica, everybody has a Twitter. And what you can do is look at those Twitter accounts and click the link and actually utilize the pictures or the stories or the tweets that they're using to draw people to your social media. It gives you a different type of posting and feel. I'm going to do another thing of Facebook. And I'm going to pull up Patrice's because she's very good at that with tweets. And like I said, I'm not a tweeter anymore. I used to be able to do it when I was a little more sedentary, but now I'm all over the place between caretaking and moving here and there with mom and kids. I just don't have the time to do it. But it's really, really an effective way to get some marketing traction and different things out there in the universe. Let's see. And I'm thinking I shouldn't be on her personal page. I should probably go in Danger Zone. Okay, if that wasn't what I was intending to do, we might revisit that. But Patrice is, very, very marketing savvy. She does a lot more posting than I do. And one of her forums that she uses is Twitter. And again, it's a really, really great platform to utilize because you can get some really, really good information and things from Twitter. And another person who uses Twitter that's using it very well is Thomas Brown, the fatherpreneur. So let's see if we can scroll down. Probably have too many windows open because it's going a little slow. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared for this when I wasn't going to talk about this one. But I know she uses tweets. And it's usually in her advertising for trips. And just about any group that you're on has tweet information available. And I am not finding it, so we're going to get off this page for the sake of time. I might revisit it at the end of this. But it's a good way to use it. So I am going to go to something I know for a fact has it. Vax. Vax actually has information for you to set up, and we've talked about this before. If you are interested in setting up and listing out your I'm debating should I do this because I think it's going to show the number live. Let's see. Since this is recorded. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to turn off the share for a second because I don't want to be typing the IATA number on a recorded video for the public to look at. Probably not a wise move. So I just logged into my Vax. And now I'm going to share that screen again. There we go. Okay. So in Vax, as we look at offers and incentives, promotions and wizards, a lot of these promotions that you can find and pull from this site are tweeted and or on Facebook, which is really, really great, because you have access to getting these, and you can use these stories on your own social media in order to create interest, to let people know that there are specials currently going on. And of course, anything that's visually going to draw someone to your page is a great thing. So Celia said that she's not really utilizing her Twitter. Is anybody else currently utilizing their Twitter?
And Pam, it's still your face with your goals, so we're not back
Is
to
it?
this year.
Let's
Yes.
see. Now are you seeing the back screen?
No.
That's interesting, because when I'm looking at it, showing that it's sharing it. Let's see. Now can you see it?
Now I can.
Okay, awesome. Sorry about that. So when you go into offers and incentives, which is what I clicked, I hit promotions, and basically it just shows you what promotions are currently being offered, right? And so all of these vendors, Vacation Access, Hyatt Regency, Bolero Hotels, Pacific Hotels, they all have a Twitter page. And so what I was saying is, I'm not a big tweeter, but if you use Twitter or are thinking about using Twitter, they have promos that are listed with pictures that you can totally use on your own social media in order to enhance your brand, and to obviously bring people to your page so that they can see and, you know, start to kind of get some interest. Not so much that they're interested in the deal. When you're posting these, try and refrain from posting pricing. You can say starting at a price, but try not to put pricing, because sometimes that will trigger you getting into Facebook jail. So you can say Sandals Resort, St. Lucia, Montego Bay, Grenada, and Barbados, tax day offer, candlelight dinner for 2 included. Take some pictures from it. So let's click that link. Use the pictures that are listed in the promo. Great picture, right? And post that as an ad. You can post this on Twitter if you're taking it directly from your vendor's page, and you just want to hashtag that that's where you got it from, you know, Vax Vacation Access. If you're putting it on your own page, you can do hashtag Vax Vacation Access. If it's on Twitter, you only have the limited number of characters that you can use, so you want to shorten the URL. But that's just a brief overview of Twitter. So if you're not using Twitter, it's definitely something that you should consider. I am a heavy Facebook user. People are using Snapchat. I don't quite get that yet. My daughter uses it. I'm just don't have the patience for it because I have too much stuff going on personally to use it. Instagram is another. All of our vendors have Instagram accounts. So if you go into Instagram, you can type in Sandals Resorts and it will pull up and you will get access to all of their photos of the property. You can write stories around the property. You can do the same little blurb we just talked about, whatever the special is that's currently going on. You can actually list pricing in Instagram and they won't put you in a Facebook jail. But if you do it on Instagram and you share it to your Facebook page, it might trigger you going to jail, Facebook jail. So be careful of that. It's nice that Facebook and Instagram are integrated because Facebook owns Instagram, but you also want to remember if you're utilizing the platform and you're merging them together for them to post simultaneously, if you list any pricing in Instagram for it to go onto Facebook, it could trigger you getting in Facebook jail because they're really trying to monetize that type of advertising right now. So what I wanted to talk to you all about specifically today are two underutilized tools. Facebook, and I know everybody's going, well, I have a Facebook, how is it underutilized? I think a lot of the ways that we are utilizing Facebook, one, can trigger us getting into Facebook jail. And two, it just comes off as very business-like and not in an area where we are attracting clientele. So we want to talk a little bit about attraction marketing. Everything is not a sell, sell, sell. And even if you have a personal business page or a business group, a group page for your business, it still needs to have a little bit of attraction marketing. People should know about you as the page owner. It shouldn't be 100% sell, 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 sell. Go here, do this, go there, book this. People need to know something about you. People need to feel like they've gotten to know the person who's selling this trip. People need to know that you're an expert. People need to see your face on occasion as well. And I have not been as diligent as I could have been with that. I have kind of been looking at my own social media pages, and I hadn't really noticed on my own page how little presence I have on my own page. So we're going to go to my Savor the World Travel and More group page. And so I tend to post things, like I say, and I've gotten away from some habits that I used to have. Every Monday, I used to kind of like pick a destination and kind of run with it and kind of go through the week on a theme and kind of like tie it in with all of my pages and all of my social media. I just sent a group to Bali in the last week and was supposed to attend, but with my daughter's post-op and some other things going on, I stayed behind. And so this is a little bit of a highlight of their trip. So I'm going to play this. It had music in the video, and the music got turned off, obviously, because I don't own the rights to the music. But I like to put together little snippets of things so that people can kind of know the trips that I'm booking with people, the things that people are experiencing when they go on their vacation. And so this is just a small little snippet. That was 50 seconds of the property of the villa that we rented. And so, this is kind of a group of friends, which is awesome. And I think this is just about done. Yeah. So that will kind of spark a little interest in people who are interested in going to Bali. And that's Emma. Her birthday's today. And that's all the music they'll play is the very beginning snippet and the very end snippet. Then we go down a little further, and I'm talking about our bucket list for people who are interested in the Carnival cruises, since we had a Carnival, we got Carnival going till the end of the month and trying to sell that. So Carnival cruises are on sale. Now, one thing that you'll notice, I just had two things together. Here's a third ad of Santorini, Greece, because I'm doing a Greek Isles cruise coming up. And I haven't given out too much detail, just trying to dangle it in front of people to get them interested. And then here is an article. It's great to put articles out on your group pages so that people can know about trends or things that are currently going on in the travel industry. So this one is about passports going up. They're going up on April the 18th. So I said, hurry up, beat the price increase and get your passport now. So I had a few people who've responded, and a few people that I knew were planning to travel. I inboxed them and spoke to them directly. Then here's something where I'm actually marketing myself. So about once every 5 posts, you want to do something about yourself. And I have really refrained from putting pictures of myself on my, my student just posted about myself on my page. But, you want to talk about your business and yourself, because if people don't know who you are, people won't feel comfortable booking with you, right? So it's important to do that. So this one, no computer or online source can offer a personalized, customizable itinerary and stress-free vacation. A computer can't find you the lowest rates or secure upgrades better than a professional travel agent. Let me help you book your next trip. Send me your travel inquiry today by clicking, and this goes to my Let's Book It page. My Let's Book It page is just kind of like a blank sheet where people can tell me who, what, why, where, when, and how they're interested in going on their next vacation. And then I take that and put together a quote. So that's my 5th post. So we go down a little farther. Alaska's calling you. Now, what are you guys noticing on this page? Dwayne, what have you noticed about this page? Or what have you not noticed about the page? I'm reviewing my own social media while we're doing this. What is missing to me is me, right? Other than that last post where I said using a professional travel agent, what do they know about Savor the World Travel and More?
Nothing.
Exactly. What do they know about the person who books for Savor the World Travel and More?
I don't see anything unless it's under the about.
Exactly. And I think I probably even need to review my about. And I was saying, I haven't been really utilizing my page. And so my about even, this is a group for travel lovers that are interested in both group travel and individual travel on American soil and abroad. And I see a typo. This group is also people who are interested in finding out how to obtain deep travel discounts and tax breaks for themselves and becoming independent travel agents. So Pam obviously needs to do some work on her page, and that's going to be our homework this week, is for us to kind of like review our own social media. What is it saying about us? What do people know about us from viewing our social media pages? And what can we do to improve it? One, you always want to have something with your own presence. A photo of yourself should be somewhere on your page, or something about you, say once in every 5 posts. It should be something about you personally, or something about your business, or a trip that you're sponsoring. And if you're saying, I can't wait to go to Jamaica, don't just say, join us in Jamaica. Say, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to join me in Jamaica. Get that connection. This page is now completely lacking connection. Previously, when I was really, really on my social marketing game, it wasn't like this. So this is good. Even some of the best of us can not be consistent in doing this. And that's why it's important to review your social media. So let's go back to discussions. So that's my social media page. So what we want to have is, who are you? What do you book? Right? If you have a specialty, post that every now and again. I like to do at the beginning of the month, I always repost my travel certificate that I'm a travel agent. I say what I specialize in. I say that I'm anxiously awaiting to help them book their next vacation and create memories that'll last a lifetime. And then, try and get some interaction. If somebody posts something or clicks like and say, hey, looking forward to working with you this year for your vacation. You want to be a little bit more interactive, and I have not tended to do that. So as we're talking about Facebook, this is one of those areas that I think that we all somewhat can do better in our Facebook exchanges with the public and developing our social media profiles and footprint. Did anybody have any questions about anything I've said so far? Lisa, Sheila, Celia?
No, not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Does anybody see or know of anything that they feel like they need to work on specifically on their social media pages? Does everybody have a group page or a business page?
I have a business page, but not a group page. Did you create your group page for everyone or just your team?
No, this wouldn't be a team page. That's a closed group is my team page. Nobody has access to this. This is a public group. So if I'm posting Patrice's Super Bowl cruise, then the public can see it. If I'm posting my Alaska cruise, the public can see it. And Nikki Lee just had a training last week, and she was saying your group pages should be public. She says, and of course you're going to wind up with a couple of wackadoos who will start putting random things on your page. And she said, and once you see that, just delete that person off of the page. So like I have 28 people who want to join the group. I now need to add 28 people to the group. She said you should always just welcome anyone, because somebody's going to post something, a friend's going to see it, and it's also how you get things in front of people for them to tell friends or for other people to recognize you and see what you're doing. So I have to actually accept all these people. I wish it was like a one touch where you can hit it and say accept all, and maybe there is. That's how infrequently that I check this. And here we go, approve them all, because then I don't have to go through each one of them. And if somebody posts something crazy or something that I don't like, then I will just delete them. So everybody.
I have a question.
Yes, Sheila.
Do you recommend having a group page and a business page, or just one or the other?
Patrice has all. For me, I am not tethered to the computer, and my lifestyle doesn't allow me to like really spend a lot of time doing this. And I used to use Hootsuite where I can program my my social media, and I'm not really doing that because I'm still changing some stuff up and testing it out. But I think having it is great, but if you have it, just don't neglect it. For me, I started off with a public group page because I like the idea of a group page versus a business page. In my particular business, I don't just have travel. I sell insurance, and then I own a sip and paint company. And so my page was kind of eclectic. I still have that page, but I find like it just feels very mishmashed and I don't like it. So that is not where I primarily post. So again, if you do it, just make sure it's consistent and, you know, what message you're doing. If it's just exclusively travel, then by all means, you can definitely have both. But if you're doing anything that's more than one thing, like that other page, the business page, because the business is all of the business, it just feels not organically put together well to me. And so I don't tend to use that page. I like my group page better because this is focused exclusively on travel. Did that answer you, Sheila?
Yeah, so you like your group page better than your business page?
I do. And that's only, like I said, because of the components of the business page just feel like they don't mesh together well on that business page. And it's something I probably should revisit at a later time. But right now I'm focused on the public group. And I actually have
that's what I was kind of wondering. Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering because my business page just seems kind of odd. So I was thinking about doing a group page instead. So yes, you answered my question. Thank you.
Yeah, and I was going to say you can certainly try both and, you know, check and see what kind of traction you're getting. Are you getting more people coming to your business page, or are people tending to add on in the public group page?
Oh,
Even if you're posting the same type of content. You can post the same exact thing in both pages, but just see what people are attracted to. Yes,
perfect.
Dwayne,
Thank you.
I see your hand.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I just wanted to add in, I like the review section of the business page. Whenever your clients go on vacation and they come back, ask for a review.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's just like a regular business. A lot of people look at the reviews first before they pick somebody. Even those, like some of the services we use, like Fiverr. If you go on there to try to find a logo maker, you want to look for somebody who has positive reviews. So
Right.
don't leave that out. And also the distinct between a business page and a group page. I have an agent who just books cruises. She did a boost on her business page for $7 and garnered over 150,000 interactions. From that, she's built a group page just for cruises, and she has about 40,000 people in it. So
wow.
You have to play around with it. I will say boost, learn how to target your audience, and you should do well.
Definitely. And again, if you're doing that, monitor. I have not been successful with some of my boosts, and this is specifically for a trip. Sometimes you'll put out your demographic for a boost. Make sure you're monitoring that as well, because I found I wound up with a lot of people requesting boost information, and they weren't real profiles. So if you're paying to boost, make sure you're monitoring your boosts as well. Who are those people? Do they have valid Facebook pages? Does it actually fit your profile that you're targeting?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that is my spiel on Facebook. So I'm asking everybody, if you have a business page or if you have a group page, next week, spend the next week going over the content that you have posted. Once every 5th post, make sure you post something about yourself in relation to your travel business. And then also, just make sure that you are engaging. When people, click like, respond to them. I love the fact that you can do polls. You can create a poll. And remember, we were talking about that a few weeks ago. Ask a question. Where would you go if money were no object? It's where would you go would be helpful on vacation if money were no object. You can actually put in choices. Paris, France. Like, say you were debating on where you should book. Where's the next place you should book? Paris, France. Bangkok. Why does that look wrong? Did I spell Bangkok wrong? Is that wrong? You know what? When in doubt, do Chai Ming. Chai Ming. Keep doing caps lock. Sorry. Thailand. Where else? Montego Bay, Jamaica, and Santorini, Greece. This is if you had a picture to add. I don't. Click post. Yep, I don't have pictures, so I'm going to cancel that. So we're going to post it. It's a simple poll. I like to do this, and I kind of just put it out there so I can kind of get a gauge on where people say they'd like to go. And then you can take this from your group public page, post it on your own page. People will answer it. So now it's on my personal page, and it's here on my public group page as well. And we want to know the answers. Why? Inquiring minds want to know. If you're planning a group trip, it's only as good as the people who are interested in attending it. And if you have no one who's interested in attending it, is that going to be a successful group? Nope, it's not. So, Yuzetta, did you have a question? Nope, she put herself back on mute. Okay. It's hard for me to read the chat. So if you guys want to talk, since this is, thanks. Since this is really informal, I like to actually talk since we have such a small number of people, which is awesome. And so that's my spiel on Facebook. So the next week, I really want everybody to look at your Facebook presence, go back through your pages, look and see if, what you can do to improve. We can talk about pictures. Paris for lunch. Amen, Dwayne. My girlfriend is in Paris right now. I'm so jealous. She used to have a company called Black Paris Noir. I'll show you guys. So she's there finishing up spring break. We're trying to get back there. She usually goes twice a year. I'm like, jelly, jelly, jelly. Scroll, scroll, scroll. So there she is in Paris. She's lived there for a few years as well, but she's back in the Bay Area. That's my Robin. See, Paris. I'm like, I'm so jealous. Jealous, jealous, jealous. Look at that. Dwayne, you owe me lunch in Paris after we catch our butler, okay? Still waiting on that.
Look, I've been pushing them butlers for sandals. I'm trying to get certified.
Oh, I'm so not mad at you. So here again in the Latin Quarter in Paris. Yep. So we're going to skip along because it's 9:36. Another underutilized thing that I think people do not do or use, and I realize everybody is not a writer. I have a writer background. I love to write. Blogs. Even if you are not a blogger, there is a great way to utilize blogs to pull people in to discovering the joys of travel, to discover different places to be and different places and things to see the world. This is Gloria, and I never pronounce her last name right. It's Antimo. She is a renowned African-American blogger. Love her blog. And so she goes for like a month at a time. She is a paid blogger. She has been around the world multiple times. And she actually made me fall in love with Bali. And she's actually done some work here in San Francisco as well. She's big and she's been in Thailand. She's been in Africa. She's been in Colombia. She's been pretty much all over. Whenever there's like a travel blog type shows or conventions where it's writing, she's often invited because she is a well sought out and paid blogger. And so why am my computer is spooling, so I apologize for that. She actually has a book. If you see down there in the little corner, there's her Facebook page. I already like her Facebook page.
I have a question.
What'd you say,
I have
Dwayne?
a question. Is she part of a travel business or no?
She is not part of a travel business and she does not pay to travel. Interesting, huh?
Well, even though she doesn't pay to travel, that doesn't mean she can't make it.
Oh yeah, of course. But she doesn't travel with groups. She doesn't like put group trips together. That's been a conversation. Yeah. She's actually friends with Reggie of Black Travel Movement, the creator of Black Travel Movement page for Facebook, which has like over 200,000 African-American travelers. And so this is one of his favorite bloggers as well. But yeah, it's a pretty amazing if you're a writer. Like I said, I have previous writing history. To be a monetized blogger is already impressive. But when you can travel the world and not pay to travel, that's pretty impressive. And I mean, she's not doing like hostel type stays. People seek her out to go and experience new villas, to go and try new excursions all over the world. They pay to fly her there. She has per diems to eat. She has, they go, oh, this is Gloria. I mean, she has definitely created a pretty amazing lifestyle based upon her writing of travel. And so if anybody would like to check her out, definitely look up the blog abroad and Facebook friend her. But blogs are a pretty phenomenal way to get business. And a blog doesn't have to be, may never be at the epitome of height of this particular blogger, but it's really, really important to kind of like, if you can do a blog, it can be simple. I have a blog on the Evolution page on all of our websites. And it was just an interview with one of my friends who did the 7 modern wonders of the world. And I interviewed her and asked her about her experiences in traveling to all of those 7 destinations over an 18-month period. You can do a blog on something as simple as interviewing one of your clients who went to wherever you sent them on vacation and asked them about their experience and what they experience when they went there. How did they like their accommodation? Did they go for a festival? Just talking about it, because it's a testimonial, a quote testimonial. 2, it's an endorsement of a location. And 3, it gives your reader, your client, your potential client, a connection to an experience that you can in turn later resell. When people know someone that you booked a trip for had a great time in Paris, what's the probability of when they want to go to Paris that they won't want to either go where those people went, 2, utilize you for the services since they know that you've created a great memory for someone else. Blogs are a great way to leverage your services and provide a testimonial to potential clients. And so that's why I'm saying that is one of those underutilized features that we all have access to doing. And even if you don't blog, I encourage you, look up travel bloggers online, read through those pages and find a few that you really like. And you can utilize their blog by clicking the link and adding the link onto your own social media, and it will actually generate traction. People will go, oh, that's an interesting read. Or, oh, I didn't know this, because it will help generate new content on your own pages, which will ultimately bring new viewers to read as well. This is another friend of mine. Well, this one is actually a friend, Gabby. Now, Gabby is fresh out of college. I love her. She is an amazing young lady, and she has a blog called Pax Light. She went on her first adventure when she graduated from high school, and she went to Iceland, much to her parents, her dad specifically, chagrin. He didn't think that it was a good idea for her to travel solo. She went with a group, but it was with no one that she knew. And dad, being Jamaican, was kind of like, yeah, I don't think I'm feeling this. But he decided to let her go. And what he did was literally open Pandora's box. And so Gabby has been to 25 of the 197 countries that she wishes to travel to. She spent a year abroad in United Emirates for school. She's written grant proposals and found funding in order for her to go to school in another country for a year. And as a result of that, filling her year of service or attending school there, she has to give 1 year of service to the United States government. So she just graduated in December. She secured a job. She's going to be moving to Baltimore in a couple of weeks to start work. And so she'll be serving as an engineer for a year. We were laughing the other day and kind of cracking up going about, she's used to just kind of like picking up and going and being able to go on a weekend or to kind of plan around spring breaks and different times during the summer. And she's like, I'm going to be committed for an entire year to actually have to go to a desk Monday through Friday. And I'm like, this is going to be her first job out of college. And so it's going to be exciting. I said, well, I see a lot of domestic trips in her future. So I'm looking forward to hearing, the new adventures and things that she's going to be doing as well. But right before she starts her job, she's going to spend 6 days in Italy with some girlfriends. So she's excited. And I picked up this particular blog because she has many. And I really encourage this particular page because she gives advice on like funding youth trips. If you have any kids who are trying to go someplace like this upcoming year, I'm working with my daughter's school to take them to a trip called Sojourn to the Past, where we'll be going to civil rights locations for the kids to do a government study for their history class and Black Student Union. So I'm really excited about that. And so we're trying to get funding sources to be able to make sure that every child that wants to go can go without being restricted, prohibiting parents who don't have means to pay for the trip. So Gabby gives really great resources on how to fund your travels as well. I picked this particular blog because she's like, why I did not want to visit Thailand and my experience in Cliche Paradise. And so, as travel agents, I'm sure you get this and we hear this. And even myself, I've been guilty of, I don't want to go there. Everybody goes there. I've seen the pictures. My friends said they liked it. This person said they liked it. This person said they hated it. I wasn't feeling that, or blah, 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 right? And this is just amazing to me because it just talks about how subjective travel is. Gabby has a great experience in traveling for such a young age. And she's just like, I don't want to go spend my spring break in no darn Thailand, right? Because her friends go, and she's like, well, yeah, I'm going to go. They talk her into going. And as you read through it, you know, she's like, you know, you got Bangkok, you got Koh Phi, you got Chiang Mai, and she's like, you know, been there, everybody and their mama been there, every picture under the sun. And she's like, you know, whatever. She decides to go, and this is just where I kind of chuckle. And she says, to summarize it all in one sentence, I would say, F-U-C-K, it was amazing. And that's the kind of things that I love about travel, is because, you know, one person's experience may not measure up to the next person's experience, but this is quite a testimonial. You have somebody who didn't even want to go somewhere, and she actually fell in love with a country based upon her own experiences. And so, again, it reminds me as a travel agent, never discount what I'm thinking based upon what someone else wants to do, because someone can find something that can be absolutely magical when they go and experience it. And just because I didn't experience that way, or I'm thinking a specific way about something, doesn't make that so. And so it's really, really important for us to remember that. And these are the types of things that we can talk to people about with travel in terms of writing a short blog. You know, you can write like, I saw the Buddha Bar in Paris. You know, this was a really cool experience. Or you can say, when we went to Montego Bay, you know, we got to go to see, went over and saw Bob Marley's house. You know what I mean? Those types of things. Those are things that generate interest, or places that people might not normally even be thinking about that they might like to travel. Or it might be something that's so overdone. Like everybody goes, I want to go to Paris. I want to see the Mona Lisa. I want to go to Paris. I want to see the Mona Lisa. As a travel agent, what I never tell someone, unless someone comes back and goes, oh, I saw the Mona Lisa. And I go, she's beautiful, right? And they go, yes. And the first thing we always say to each other at the same time, usually in unison, is, it's so small. You wait for so long to see it. And then you get there and you got this huge buildup. It's like, oh my God, it's the Mona Lisa, it's the Mona Lisa, it's the Mona Lisa. And it's like, oh my God, I'm in the room, it's the Mona Lisa, it's the Mona Lisa. And then you see all the plexiglass and everybody has to put your cameras away. And then all of a sudden you get there and you're like, okay, I'm staring at a space in the wall. And it's like an 11 by 14 size picture with all this plexiglass around it, you know, and these light filters to make sure that it's not losing the color from the original picture. And so these are those things that you can talk about, like how to view the Mona Lisa. You know, it's, you don't want to diminish that because it's a beautiful piece of work, but you know, there's some disappointment that can happen if someone's built it up to be a Taj Mahal experience. And so blogs are important because you get to get other people's perspectives on things. And definitely don't discount using that as testimonials from your clients or interviewing your clients as a blog, because again, that can generate additional traction to your web presence, to your social media presence, and to your business. Does anybody have any questions about that? No questions? Sheila, you have a question, or you just opening your line?
Oh, nope, I just never muted it, but it's a lot of good information. I like it.
No problem. So again, I also love the fact that blogs can be used to give updates of information. You can tell people about, you know, stay away from this district. It's the red light district. Like here she says, the prostitution and money scams were blatant and aggressive. She said, I guess that also happens if you have 4 young American guys in your group, lady boys, young women, old women, waving at any man or women that glanced their way, prostitutes slyly, supervising children who were begging in the street, waking them up if they fell asleep late at night. So, you know, this is just kind of talking about those experiences. And so it kind of gives people a space to be careful when they're traveling as well, or things to look out for. You can talk about safety. You can talk about food experiences. You can talk about locations. You can talk about specific sites that you saw. You can talk about the money exchange. You can talk about the best time of the year to travel there. You can talk about good experiences, bad experiences. You can talk about group experiences, individual experiences, and all those things are great things to blog about. And again, a blog does not have to be a massively long blog. It really doesn't have to be. And ask your clients for permission to include photos of themselves in it. This is a self portrait here, so she didn't need to ask permission, but include pictures of those local sites. Here's the Big Buddha, and here she is in front of the Big Buddha. And so those types of things are great in terms of doing a blog. And here she has a link on the bottom here to her Pax Light Instagram. And so you can click like. And yeah, that's my spiel on blogging as well. And so these are some pictures of her there in Thailand. And that's my Gabby. So my last item to talk about is a new channel that I am working on, which is YouTube. Yay for YouTube. How many of you have a YouTube page or are interested in getting a YouTube page or creating a YouTube page for yourself?
I'm definitely interested. I have an account. I just haven't ever posted videos or anything like that. Don't even know where to start.
And that is so funny you said that. Neither did I. Really didn't have an interest in doing it. And I was already connected to James Brown's page, Isla and Derek's page. I have a musician friend who's local from our church who is, a friend from our church who is a YouTube artist. He's an artist as well, but he's a YouTube artist. And then my daughter's channel from her school, because she's in a music program. And I always go here, how do I get into my own page? I don't like the bookmarks on here. And then there's my own page, or should be my own page, but I'm like, where are my videos? Because I'm brand spanking new. So don't judge me, Dwayne Macklin. So I'm trying to find my own videos. And I think if I do home, oh, maybe it's here. I think this is me. That's not me. Now I'm like, where are my videos? I only have like 4 or 5. Let's see if I do.
Do you record these trainings?
Yes, and that's why I'm kind of going. I just started doing it a couple of weeks ago. Literally, I just started. And that's not the right one. That's my book stuff. Let's try finding your niche. That'll me. I just recorded that one. So finding your niche. Here we go. Okay. So this is my YouTube channel.
This was
like
requested last week.
Don't have many marketing things on here because we are, I don't want to do that. I don't want any video showing. That's not mine. It rolled off of my video onto the next one, but I'm trying to get to my channel, which shouldn't be this difficult.
Was requested last week when we were going through.
There we go. So I have finding your niche, and then I have launch and relaunch marketing and branding. So it's under Pamela Tate. That would be why I did not know that. You can subscribe to the channel. Now all of these trainings are going to be posted here. And now I know I'm going to have to polish these because, again, I like them very informal and it's just kind of been for us. But now that they're public, I need to make them a little bit more cohesive and a little less interactive than we've been. I don't really like presentations. I more like to ask people questions and let them answer questions to me. So, yes.
Yeah.
Did you have a question? Hello? Samsung? Okay. I'm going to mute that out. So this is where you'll find the weekly trainings will be here. So it's Pamela Tate, and that's my channel. And so YouTube's, as we were talking, I think YouTube is a great way to, one, outreach and get to a new group of people or your market. We're going to hop on over to Derek and Isla, because I loves me some Derek and Isla. They're my local one stars, although I'm not signed directly to them. They are our one stars here in the Bay Area, along with Tony Queen Raw Ward. But they have a YouTube channel, and I love jumping on their channel, and I'm subscribed because I like to see what's new. And I missed the call on Monday evening because we had orientation for the new students at my daughter's school.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Derek Black.
And we're going to mute that. And so this was the training with Katira talking about international evolution agents, which just occurred last evening. So I didn't get to see it. I will definitely watch that. This is a great way if you're interested in public speaking. If you're interested in just getting your information about your company or trips or things that you do out to the public, as well as if you're just wanting to kind of establish yourself as an expert in a specific area. If you're going to be a Jamaica specialist, you can talk about Jamaica or a trip that you've planned to Jamaica, or you can do a seminar on how to plan a trip to Jamaica. Of course, you can set your station as public. You can keep some of your videos private. I do have some more videos that are private that I've made for friends, and then that way you just send them the link to that specific topic that they can view. So this is the training from yesterday, but here's Sundays. Derek talked on the Time to Evolve call on how the road to gold and how to earn a comma check. So that's crazy. We had training on Monday evening. Oh, this is an old video, but it's the same training. I was about to say, how did he get 661 views from just Sunday? But this is the video presentation that he had done a few months ago that he actually did live on Time to Evolve call this past Sunday. And then here, there's tons of different things that you can see. Here's Dylan Kinlock, why you should become a travel agent with Evolution. This is one of my favorites. We got two-star Frederick Howell in the building. And he's talking about the $75 condo in Riviera Maya, Evolution travel perks. And, you know, that's generating interest for people who might be interested in joining Evolution or learning how to travel at a discount. So this is one of those things that you can do to set yourself apart from other people, and so that people can see this travel lifestyle. And those types of people who are viewing this will want to join your business or find out more about your business. YouTube is free. You don't have to pay for it unless you're doing YouTube Red. You can tape anything that you like through Zoom or from your camera or an MP3 or an MP4, and you can upload it into your own channel on YouTube. And it's free. It does help you develop talking skills and how to talk and speak to talking points so that the public can appreciate, you know, what you have to say. Again, it's free. He gonna have to redo this. It says 1-star platinum and he's 2-star now. But you know, this is a great platform that is also underutilized, and I am just now preparing to take advantage of it. So I'm very excited to step into the YouTube world, and I encourage you all to do the same. There are books on YouTube. There's MP3s on YouTube. There's videos on YouTube. There's how to, you know, anything you could think of how to on YouTube. And so why not join that revolution? Did anybody have any questions on this? Also, I like to put this out here because we have a few people that are kind of new. If you are ever looking for an Evolution travel video, like I have one agent every month who goes, what's the latest Evolution travel video? I say, go to YouTube, type in Evolution travel. '18 or travel presentation. Look at the most current date. Like here's one compensation plan of January 2018. If you have one that falls beyond that date, click it, right? And once you click it, here's the full video from March 2018. That looks to be about the most newest one. That's the one you send out to your prospects. Of course, you should watch it first and make sure it has the correct content, doesn't have old slides, and go for broke. Anyone have any questions? It's 10 a.m. No questions or feedback. Does anybody have any? Oh, this is funny. I haven't even seen this one. Evolution Travel for Dummies. This is our triple gold consultant, Miss Kiana Brown, and her mom. That is really funny. I'm going to have to watch that video because I've never seen that. But honestly, does anyone have any questions or any topics you'd like me to tackle next week other than us reviewing our Facebooks? We're going to review our Facebooks, look at our business pages and or our business groups, and just kind of revamp and look at it and make sure that you're doing once every 5 posts that you are posting something about yourself, something about your business, and or something personal to attract and talk and dialogue with the people who are frequenting your page. That sound like a plan? So I leave you all with homework. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback next week. And if there are no questions, I will say thank you so much for joining me today on today's webinar. Today's topic was underutilized social media platforms and how to revisit yours. Thank you for joining me, and this webinar is officially over. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me.